About this morning. This is in the bringing the latest in just a few minutes.
All right, we're also following Red Sox. Brett's over there live talking about their big win and how they could actually clinch this thing at Fenway Park over the next couple of days.
How do you get that gig?
Not a bad gig if you can get it. Brett Connolly, Bob Ward, Brendan Fitzgerald, they've all got kick gigs.
Yeah, it's very true. And I have to mention, though, you know, as Catherine Parada's been out live for us this morning on one of our top stories, she's had gloves on.
And good morning, everybody. 8 o'clock now on the Fox 25 Morning News on this Tuesday, October 29th. You've slept long enough, Red Sox fans. Get out of bed.
Day of rest to recover. Because we get at least one, maybe two more big games to go. We'll see how it plays out. Also, as mentioned, the head of the Gaming Commission, Stephen Crosby, is going to be with VB at our Beacon Hill studio. Get a better sense of where things stand, at least with the Suffolk Downs situation, whether or not they're going to postpone that vote.
Also want to make viewers aware that there is no school today at the Lincoln School in Revere because apparently there's been a water main break, so no school for kids there. Although, Sherry, it's not quite cold enough that this might be weather-related.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a little longer for
Tuesday morning. It's October the 29th. Happy birthday, by the way, to my daughter Lauren today. I'm in big trouble if I didn't say happy birthday to her.
A very happy birthday.
Yes.
Surrounded by Scorpios. We've noted once
we
again.
have discussed that, and there are too many of them. But there's nothing I can do, and I've learned to accept and love them.
Better than being surrounded by scorpions, I must say.
Yes, that is better.
Always finding the silver lining. I appreciate that.
A lot of bleary-eyed Red Sox fans waking up this morning, but it's a good kind of bleary-eyed when you stayed up late to watch that game. Of course, Red Sox returned this morning and getting ready for the next game.
Yeah. You know, having a lot of parents on this show, one of the things that I love is that Sherry gets to use her position as a bully pulpit to get her daughter to wear a coat to school.
Oh, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I got all these like cool mittens and stuff. Yeah, the kid threw a tantrum at the bus stop this morning. Apparently held up everybody. Let's go up on that forecast coming up shortly. Shannon, over to you.
If you're hoping to fly home for Thanksgiving, you might want to figure out your plans pretty soon. That's because still ahead, it's an older disease, but it's back in the news this morning. Once nearly drug education specialist and a recovery coach, and is here to explain. Thanks for being here.
Hi, my pleasure.
First of all, tell me what a recovery coach is.
A recovery coach is someone, it's a non-clinical position that they work with people.
Murmurings of this when celebrities leave rehab and then they have some sort of a coach or some sort of a minder or some sort of something. It makes sense, the concept of it, because you have someone who is keeping you accountable in your daily life rather than just kind of throwing you to the wolves again.
Well, recovery coaching is really blossomed.
Recovery coaches, recovering addicts themselves who are just further on down that path?
I think, unlike a therapist, where I don't think a therapist needs to be in recovery or have experience with drugs to be.
Have a professional recovery coach, so if you have a best friend who's been cheering you on the sidelines, or a family member who's desperately wanted you to get out of that cycle of addiction, can it be that kind of a person, or do you recommend someone who's specifically trained in this area?
I think you're looking for someone specifically trained. I think a family member.
Look at this as a career if you wanted to help people through this part of the rehab cycle.
I'm a trained recovery coach. I work with clients, and it's a wonderful career working with people on.
Rewarding, but at times it's exceptionally frustrating to be a recovery coach.
I think it's more frustrating for the families and the friends of the addict as opposed. I think that's what I bring. I think what recovery coaches all bring to the relationship, which is a sense of optimism and hope that it can work and you can get better.
Someone like you, can you see sometimes the red flags coming down the road before that relapse happens?
Absolutely.
And force your own recovery then to say, when I see this pattern, I know that I don't want it for myself anymore?
Well, I think it can help, but ethically speaking,
Or if you'd like to reach Jeff, you can visit sequoiagroupinc.com. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Lily.
Shannon, over to you. Following the Sox as we will, although today is a rest day, and we're also following the news of the day, including that puppy doe. We're following what sentence could be awaiting the suspect in that case. But back to the weather for just a moment, because it is a clear, beautiful day, perfect fall day out there.
Cold day though. Coldest morning we've had so far in Boston.
Hence the tights.
Yes, and I might have some stockings on myself this morning. You know, I said.